Flying is one of those things in life that gives us a lot of pleasure, but it can also be a pain. Let's take a look at the top 10 worst airports in the world right now, based on a variety of variables such as cleanliness, customer service, on-time performance, and the food and shopping options available to passengers. Number 10. Gatwick Airport. London, UK. Gatwick Airport, sometimes known as London Gatwick, is a large international airport located near Crawley in West Sussex, England. It is located 47.5 kilometers south of central London. Gatwick Airport is the second busiest airport in the United Kingdom after Heathrow Airport and the 9th busiest airport in Europe, based on total passenger traffic. Gatwick Airport opened in the late 1920s and has been used for commercial flights since 1933. The airport has two terminals, the North Terminal and the South Terminal, with 98,000 meters squared and 160,000 meters squared of space, respectively. It is a single runway airport, with a main runway measuring 3,316 meters in length. A secondary runway is accessible, but because it is so close to the main runway, it can only be utilized if the main runway is not in use. In 2018, 46.1 million passengers traveled through the airport, representing a 1.1% increase over 2017. In August 2020, the airport revealed plans to lay off more than a quarter of its workforce as part of a firm restructuring necessitated by the COVID-19 pandemic. The projected cuts will reduce the airport's entire employment to 1,900. Before the pandemic, it was 3,300. However, an additional 785 jobs were slashed earlier in 2020. Number 9. Billy Bishop, Toronto, Canada. Billy Bishop is an American politician. Toronto City Airport is a small airport in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, located on the Toronto Islands. The airport was previously known as Port George VI Island Airport and Toronto City Centre Airport before being renamed Toronto Island Airport. Billy Bishop, a Canadian World War I flying ace and World War II air marshal, is honored by the airport's name. Civil aviation, air ambulances, and regional carriers flying turboprop planes use it. In 2019, it was classified as Canada's 9th busiest airport and the 6th busiest Canadian airport serving the United States. The Toronto Harbour Commission completed the airport's construction in 1939 after it was conceived in the 1930s as the city's major airport. At the same time, the THC built Malton Airport as a backup, but Malton became Toronto's primary passenger airline hub instead, leaving the island airport for general aviation and military use. Number 8. Porto Airport, Portugal. Francisco Sá Carneiro Airport, sometimes known as Porto Airport, is a public international airport located near Porto, Portugal. It is operated by ANA Aeroportos de Portugal and is located 11 kilometers northwest of the Clarigos Tower in the center of Porto, in the municipalities of Maia, Matosinhos, and Vila do Conde. According to Aeroportos de Portugal traffic data, the airport is currently the second busiest in the country in terms of aircraft operations and the second busiest in terms of passengers, after Lisbon Airport and before Faro Airport. The airport serves as a hub for EasyJet, Ryanair, TAP Air Portugal, and TAP Express. The towns of Matosinhos, Vila do Conde, and Maia surround the airport. It includes the parishes of Santa Cruz do Bispo, Perafita, and Lavra, as well as Avaleta and Vila do Pinheiro, and Vila Nova da Tella and Moreira. It stretches from 72 meters in the extreme south to 43 meters in the north. The airport's southern section overlaps the hydrographic watershed of the Leca River, while the northern portion is traversed by Onda River effluents. Number 7. Orly Airport, Paris, France. Paris-Orly Airport, also known as Orly, is an international airport located 13 kilometers south of Paris, France, in Orly and Villeneuve-le-Roi. It serves as a secondary hub for Air France's internal and international flights, as well as the home base for Transavia France. Flights are available to Europe, the Middle East, Africa, the Caribbean, and North America. Prior to the construction of Charles de Gaulle Airport in March 1974, Orly served as Paris' primary airport. Despite the migration of most international traffic to Charles de Gaulle Airport, Orly remains France's busiest domestic airport and the second busiest French airport overall in passenger traffic, with 33,120,685 passengers in 2018. Groupe ADP operates the airport under the moniker Paris Aéroport. Regis Lacote has been the airport CEO since February 2018. Number 6. Manchester Airport, UK. Manchester Airport is an international airport located 7.5 nautical miles southwest of Manchester City Centre in Ringway, Manchester, England. In terms of passenger traffic, it was the third busiest airport in the United Kingdom in 2019, and the busiest airport not servicing London. The airport has 3 passenger terminals and a freight terminal, and it is the only airport in the UK, other than Heathrow, that has 2 runways that are more than 3,280 yards long. Manchester Airport has 560 hectares in size and serves 199 destinations, ranking it 13th in the world in terms of total destinations served. It was officially inaugurated on June 25, 1938, and was initially named as Ringway Airport, which is still known locally. RAF Ringway was a Royal Air Force base during World War II. Manchester Airport Holdings, a holding company owned by the Australian financial house IFM Investors and the 10 metropolitan borough councils of Greater Manchester, owns and manages the airport, with Manchester City Council holding the largest stake. Ringway, after which the airport was named, is a town with a few homes and a chapel on the airport's southern outskirts. Number 5. Malta International Airport. Malta International Airport is the country's sole airport. It covers the entire Maltese archipelago. It is located on the island of Malta, southwest of Valletta. Malta International Airport features a single passenger terminal, which began full operation on March 25, 1992, as a replacement for the former Lucca terminal, which is now largely used for freight. Malta International Airport, in addition to serving as a base for Ryanair, is the principal hub for Air Malta at Medavia. It also houses the Area Control Center and was the site of the annual Malta Air Show until 2017. Number 4. Henri Comita International Airport, Bucharest, Romania. Bucharest Henri Comita International Airport is Romania's busiest international airport. It is located near Otobani and is one of 2 airports serving the Romanian capital. Orovlecu Airport is the other one that no longer has scheduled passenger traffic. It was named after Romanian Henri Comita, a flight pioneer of the Conda 1910 aircraft and discoverer of the Conda effect of fluidics. Number 3. Eindhoven Airport, the Netherlands. Eindhoven Airport is located 7.6 kilometers west of Eindhoven in North Brabant, the Netherlands. With 6.2 million passengers, serviced in 2018, it is the second largest airport in the Netherlands after only Schiphol, which handles more than 70 million people. Both commercial and military traffic use the airport. Vlieveld Welschap, or Vlieveld Airport, was established in 1932 as a grass strip. As fears of a military clash with Germany grew, the airfield was purchased for use by the Air Force in 1939. During the Battle of the Netherlands, German soldiers rapidly occupied the airfield and renamed it Vliegerworst Eindhoven. The Germans developed and enhanced the airfield, adding 3 asphalt runways as well as numerous hangars and support structures. Number 2. Kuwait International Airport, Kuwait. Kuwait International Airport is a 37.7 square kilometer international airport located in the Farwania Governorate of Kuwait, 15.5 kilometers south of the center of Kuwait City. Kuwait Airways and Jazeera Airways use it as their principal hub. A section of the airport complex is designated as Abdullah Al Mubarak Air Base, which houses the Kuwait Air Force headquarters as well as the Kuwait Air Force Museum. The airport initially opened in 1927 to 1928. It was intended to be a stopover for British planes on their way to British India. The current main airport construction, designed by Kenzo Tange and erected by Al Hani Construction in a joint venture with Ballast Netum of the Netherlands, was executed and completed in 1979. During the Gulf War, on February 27, 1991, the airport was the site of a tank battle between Iraqi forces and elements of the United States Army Special Forces. From 1999 to 2001, the airport had a major repair and expansion project that included the clearing of the previous parking lot and the construction of a terminal expansion. Number 1. Portela Airport, Lisbon, Portugal. The Portela Airport is ranked first on the list of the world's worst airports. Portela Airport is an international airport located 4.3 miles northeast of the city center of Lisbon, Portugal. Humberto Delgado Airport is another name for Lisbon Airport. This airport serves as the country's major international gateway. It is Europe's 18th largest airport in terms of passenger volume, with over 29 million passengers in a year, an 8.8% increase over 2017. In 2017, Portela Airport handled 115.7 thousand tons of cargo. It is a key European hub to Brazil, as well as the largest European Star Alliance hub to the South American region and a European hub to the African region. We've reached the conclusion of the video on the world's top 10 worst airports. What has your experience been like at any of these airports? Please provide your thoughts in the comments area. Consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.